What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Is it fair if an actor likes tweets about not wanting to be in a film that made him successful? From Jacob Elordi and Matthew Good to Robert Pattinson, here are the top 10 times actors shaded their own movies. Jacob Elordi, The Kissing Booth. Jacob Elordi got famous thanks to his role in the romantic comedy The Kissing Booth. The Kissing Booth is a franchise that's gotten him and his ex-girlfriend and co-star Joey King the career they always dreamed of. And while King was constantly promoting the franchise, being aware of how successful she became thanks to her role in it, Jacob did the opposite. In fact, the actor liked tweets about not wanting to film The Kissing Booth. Young actors constantly aim for more challenging roles, and they often talk bad about cheesy projects that basically help them a lot in their careers. And it's not like we don't understand Elordi, but then again, we don't think it's fair to talk bad about something that practically launched your career. Liking tweets and not wanting to be in The Kissing Booth is not the only evidence that claims Jacob hates The Kissing Booth. There's also Jacob's sad resting face in The Kissing Booth 2 and The Kissing Booth 3. He also said that he was really bothered when people talked about his body in the franchise. What do you guys think about this?
Tuppen is a player.
So are you!
And that's why I know he's wrong for
Jeremy Irons' Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman stars Jeremy Irons, and to be fair, this is a film that a lot of people despise, mostly because of its poorly written storylines. According to Jeremy, the film was sort of overstuffed and very muddled. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Irons decided to speak out about Batman vs. Spider-Man's poorly written story, but he didn't blame Disney's involvement or anything in particular. In fact, he said that the entire movie sucks. He, however, said he hopes the next film of the franchise will do him justice by being better than this one. Deservedly so. I mean, it took £800 million, so the kicking didn't matter, but it was sort of overstuffed. It was very muddled. I think the next one will be simpler. The script is certainly a lot smaller. It's more linear, he explained. What do you guys think of Batman vs. Superman? Dame Maggie Smith, Downton Abbey. With the most incredible one-liners, the Dowager Countess of Grantham, aka Violet Crawley, became the most loved Downton Abbey character. Thankfully, the actress is confirmed to return for the sequel of the film, which is expected to be released this April. However, it seems Dame Maggie Smith, the actress that basically made Downton so successful, is not quite satisfied with her performance in the series. According to The Guardian, Smith told 60 Minutes, "I've never actually seen it. I don't sit down and watch it. No, I've never watched it." And while she never said anything about hating the series, she did say it bothered her a lot that Downton made her so famous and recognized.
Robert, Edith is beginning her life as an old man's drudge.
Halle Berry, Catwoman. Halle Berry accepted her Razzie Award in person, which is a rare thing to happen in Hollywood. For those of you not familiar, the Golden Raspberry Awards, aka Razzies and Razzie Awards, is an award honoring the worst of cinematic underachievements. "Thank you so much. I never in my life thought I would be up here," she said back when she accepted a Razzie. She then talked about the director of the film, Pitoff, explaining that he loves her so much that he convinced her to do projects even when he knows that it's shit. During the years of backlash, Berry also said that she's alone carrying the weight of the film's letdown, claiming it wasn't her fault that the film was, well, bad. Sally Field, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. "It's not my kind of movie," Field said about the 2012 superhero reboot and its 2014 sequel. "But my friend Laura Ziskin was the producer, and we knew it would be her last film. She was my first producing partner, and she was a spectacular human. It was really just for my friend." Playing Aunt May in The Amazing Spider-Man was not a dream come true for Field. I mean, obviously, it's really hard to find a three-dimensional character in it. You work as much as you can, but you can't put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, she noted. Matthew Good, Leap Year. Good has a thriving acting career with plenty of successful roles under his belt, and according to him, Leap Year is the worst film he ever acted in. Not just that, but he claims he knows that there are a lot of people who will say it's the worst film of 2010. At least that's what he said in an interview with UK's Telegraph. Interestingly, he was made aware of the fact that the script for the film he was about to act in was bad, and the main reason he took the role was so that he could come home at the weekends. Do I let myself down? No. Was it a bad job? Yes, it was. But you know, I had a nice time and I got got paid. Well, fair enough.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Kate Winslet Titanic. The director of two of the most popular film projects in the history of cinema, Titanic and Avatar, James Cameron, has been referred to as a difficult person to work with throughout the years. In a 2020 interview with Collider, Winslet talked about her experience during the filming of the Titanic, and she said, "It was very, very stressful, and things were tough for all involved." This is not the first time Winslet has expressed her disappointment in Titanic. She also said she now believes her performance in the film is the worst, and she practically regrets filming the scene where she's naked.
Open your eyes.
Sarah Jessica Parker, Sex and the City 2. Sarah Jessica Parker will forever be linked to Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City, but she doesn't believe the second film was actually good. Over the years, she said she perfectly understands where the film went wrong. But since the film made a lot of bucks at the box office, the failure of the film itself is often ignored. What do you guys think about Sex and the City 2? Also, how do you like the recent reboot? Bill Murray, Garfield. Here's our favorite one. Over the years, fans of Bill Murray wondered why the hell did he agree to voice the title character in 2004's animated film version of Garfield. Thankfully, Murray did a Reddit chat where he explained the reason for lending his voice to the film. The thing is, there are two directors in Hollywood with a pretty similar name. The difference in the names is just one letter. There is Joel Coen of Coen Brothers, who is considered to be one of the most critically acclaimed directors in Hollywood, and then there's Joel Coen, who is not so successful. He is the director of Garfield, the movie. You see, Murray thought the Garfield script was written by Joel Coen, the first one, and the rest is history. Robert Pattinson, The Twilight Saga. Robert Pattinson is an amazingly talented actor assigned to more challenging roles these last years. However, his career skyrocketed with The Twilight Saga, which is also the case with his ex-girlfriend and co-star Kristen Stewart. The Twilight Saga is presumably one of the most ridiculed franchises ever, and both actors have expressed their disappointment in the franchise over the years. Based on plenty of interviews that Robert's done, he actually hates Twilight and his involvement in the franchise. There are plenty of TikTok videos where people make fun of Twilight's storylines, dialogue, and most often Stewart's performance in the film. Based on this, the actor is probably ashamed of it, resulting in hatred for taking part in something people still talk bad about. In 2019, he told USA Today that he mostly is bothered by the intensity of fans at the peak of the franchise's popularity. "I think the only scary part was right in the thick of it all when it was very, very intense," he revealed. Which of these actors is, according to you, right to shade their own movie? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.